Horror story of Nagpur. Nagpur's abandoned cotton mill had been source of unease for many years. Ria, a daring journalist student, felt the pull of its mystery stronger than any fear of rumors surrounding it. Her professor often warned that her curiosity was danger flame, and as Ria climbed over the mill's gate under the crescent moon, she could still hear the voice of echoing in her mind. The mill, the decades old, stood in the silence. Its broken window resembles the lifeline eyes staring out in the world. Wild vines clung to its wall like a skeletal hands grasping for salvation. Ria's flashlight illuminated the rusted machinery, revealing the graffiti smeared across the wall in unintelligible patterns. With her camera ready, she snapped the photos of scenery. Every crunch of gravel under her feet sounded unnaturally loud, and if the building itself disapproved of her trespassing. After reaching the central hall, Ria heard fainting whispering. She froze, her pulse racing. The whisper were distant but distant, words not quite audible, yet compelling enough to draw her deeper into the building. She followed until she reached a stairwell leading to the underground chambers. Her gut screamed for her to turn back, but her curiosity propelled her forward. The stairwell descended into darkness, and the air grew colder with each step. The whisper intensified, echoing through the narrow staircase. At the bottom, she found locked door covered in the strange carvings. Her flashlight revealed symbols resembling an ancient Marathi language inscript intertwined with geometric patterns. Why was this door locked? She thought, puzzled by its secure appearance in a place that she had been abandoned for decades. As she examined the carvings, the whisper ceased, replaced by chilling silence. The door, seemingly held shut by unseen forces, suddenly creaked open by its own. Now Ria stepped into the hidden chambers. The dim flashlight revealed the walls, adorned with carving that seems to shift and shimmer under the light. As though alive, in the center of the room, there was an idol which figured like a black stone. Its hollow eyes were staring into it. It was surrounded by objects covered by dried blood, but the purpose was unclear. Ria's heart raced as she examined the idol. She felt a pull towards it, an inexplicable connection that made her shiver. As she reached out to touch it, the whisper returned louder and insistent. Her flashlight flickered and went out, plunging her into darkness. The whisper grew deafening and cold that brushed against her arms. Panicking, Ria stumbled backward and ran backwards the stairs, her mind racing. The door slammed shut behind her, but whisper lingered into her ears. Something had been awakened, and she knew she wouldn't left it unanswered. Ria sought answer from locals. The older generation hesitated to speak on camera, but their faces shadowed with fear. She eventually met a elder villager named Bhaskar, who told her about the mill's dark history. According to him, the land was cursed long before the mill was built. Ancient rituals had brought a vengeful spirit to the soil, and anyone who disturbed it would face the consequences. Bhaskar revealed that the workers who died mysteriously had been victims of the curse, and the fire that destroyed the mill was not an accident. The idol, he explained, was the anchor for the spirit's power. By distributing it, Ria had unleashed the wrath of the only way to stop it was to perform an ancient ritual to return to its original resting place. The cursed idol originally resting place was deep within its Pench forest, a place as feared as the mill. Ria prepared for the journey, gathering supplies and convincing her skeptical friend Arav to accompany her. The forest was of towering trees and twisting paths, with the sirens hanging in the air. As they ventured deeper, the curse began manifesting. Whispered echoed through the forest, shadow moved unnaturally, and the atmosphere grew increasingly oppressive. Arao started showing the sign of unease, hearing voices that Ria couldn't. They stumbled upon the sign of previous attempt to bury the idol remains of campsites and hastily scribbled the warnings of the barks of the trees. Their final destination was clearing, marked by the ancient store pillars. Ria felt the pull of idol intensify as they approached. The curse seemed to resist their progress, conjuring the terrifying illusion and blocking their path. Bhaskar had given Ria the instruction for the ritual, which required both physical and mental strength. As Ria began the ritual, the spirit of the curse emerged, towering shadowy figure with burning eyes and presence that felt death itself. It spoke in a voice that shook the ground, accusing Ria of trespassing and threatening to consume her soul. Arav tried to protect Ria but was struck by the spirit's power. Ria, now alone, had to face her fear and continue the ritual. Her determination grew as she realized the action could save others from the curse and the wrath. She invoked the ancient chants with trembling hands, each word draining her energy but empowering the ritual's force. The spirit fought back, attempting to disrupt the ritual and take control of Idol. Ria felt herself losing grip, but strength in the memory who suffered before her. She completed the ritual and let out horrifying scream before vanishing the void. The forest fell silent, an oppressive atmosphere lifted Ria, buried the idol and resting place, and marked the location with protective symbols and instructed Bhaskar. Arao thought the injured regained consciousness. Together they made way out of the forest, carrying the weight of the experience. The curse was lifted, but Ria was forever changed by what she had faced. Her story became cautionary tale for locals, ensuring the land remained undisturbed. The mill's whisper ceased and life in Nagpur slowly returned to normal. Yet Ria could shake the feeling that the curse might awaken again if the symbols were tampered with. I hope you like the story, and if you like the story, the thumbs up, and also like comments on which story would you like to listen, and hope you are enjoying this channel, and don't forget to share this content, and thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.